With the threat of flooding associated with Hurricane Idalia, Richland County Schools has decided to cancel classes for students on Thursday. The district, out of an abundance of caution, also canceled after-school activities for Wednesday. Richland Early College and Richland Senior High School students who take classes at Richland Community College will not have classes and will be excused from their college classes, according to a Facebook post. RCS staff will have an optional work day. As of a 2 p.m. update from the National Hurricane Center, the eye of Idalia was about 10 miles northeast of Waycross, Georgia, after making landfall just before 8 a.m. southeast of Tallahassee, Florida. The storm is now heading into South Carolina. The storm had reached Category 3 status, but maximum sustained winds have dropped to 75 miles per hour, according to the NHS. Richland County is currently under a flood watch with 2 to 6 inches of rain expected through Wednesday night and early Thursday morning. The southern portion of the county is labeled as having the potential for major flooding rain, according to the noon briefing from the National Weather Service. Counties to the east, including Scotland, Hoke, Robeson, Bladen, and Marlborough, are under a tropical storm warning. Idalia is expected to travel along the coast of South Carolina and veer into the Atlantic Ocean near Wilmington around 8 a.m. on Thursday morning. At least 460,000 homes are without power between Florida, Georgia, South, and North Carolina as of now. City leaders received praise earlier this month for efforts to clean up one neighborhood in disrepair. Bruce Stanback addressed the City Council at its August meeting 2 years after joining Dr. Wanda Wall-Spivey and others to call attention to the dilapidated abandoned houses in the area south of US 1 and north of Rockingham Road, stretching eastward to Long Drive. Since that request, the City Council has approved demolition ordinances for 8 houses in the area. The process for the city involves several legal hurdles, including a title search and advertising notices in the local print newspaper, and can take up to 10 months. Massey previously told the RO that the price tag on a demolition can range from $4,000 to $15,000. Sometimes the fire department is able to use the house for training. Breaking into the win column on Tuesday was the Richland Senior Girls tennis team. After a slow opening week that resulted in 2 losses, the Lady Raiders cruised past Hoke County on the road. Thanks to strong singles play and a sweep in doubles, Richland secured a 7-2 victory over its conference opponent. Playing pro sets, 2 Lady Raiders, Neely Turner and Hannah Smith, blanked their opponents in singles action. Facing a deficit early in Tuesday's conference opener, the Richland Senior volleyball team responded. The slow start by the Lady Raiders saw the momentum shift in the second set, which paved the way to a 3-1 victory over visiting Southern Lee. Notching its second win in as many nights, Richland used an all-around team effort to rally against the Lady Cavaliers. In each of the 4 sets, the Lady Raiders failed to register the first point. Southern Lee controlled the tempo each time, but Richland dug in during the final 3 frames to overcome and get the win. When we return, we get your live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
Richmond County Hospice prepares every day to provide the highest quality care possible for our patients and their families.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Richmond County Hospice. May I help you?
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
And welcome to your Live 5 weather report. Hey, hope you are staying dry out there today and you are being safe, of course, with all the rain coming down. Due to Hurricane Idalia coming through the Carolinas now. It entered into Florida earlier this morning, and it has completely cut through the state and now has hit into Georgia and South Carolina. Still lots of effects. Storm surges for those coastal areas have been devastated, to say the least, and definitely looking at other images and videos of those areas makes you very, very glad that you live in a inland area, because it is very, very destructive down there. Hopefully everyone is being safe in those areas affected. Of course, we still have our own situations coming up for tonight and into the morning, with more heavy rain expected later on this evening, and should be expecting that rain to continue onward here in Richland County and the surrounding area, at least up until about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So a lot of this stuff is going to hit overnight for us, and we're not yet into anything else other than a flood watch right now. Areas east, especially in the coastal areas, I've seen earlier before recording the show that Charleston, South Carolina is having some tornado warnings popping up. So those are kind of more the coastal side of things. Eastern North Carolina and South Carolina, expecting to see those type of things right now. But yes, Idalia is still making its way up the coastline. It's still expected to veer off into the Atlantic Ocean. And we are also kind of talking about Franklin a little bit. It's not really nothing to be concerned about with those two at the moment combining. I know it's kind of been a lot of talk on social media about the possibility of that, but right now Franklin is looking to continue northeastward from this current position. So shouldn't have to worry about Franklin hitting the Carolinas either, having both of them at the same time. And so far so good on Franklin's side, but now we're going to go ahead and get into the forecast for tonight. Again, lots of rain for the rest of this evening. We're not getting away from it at all until about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And the next several hours, hey, the good thing about today is that it has been a cooler day than usual. We've been seeing 70s for most of the day, 78 for the next hour. 9 o'clock we'll be seeing 75 and then 74 for 11 p.m. We'll have a 7:48 p.m. sunset with a full moon phase out as well. Looking at the forecast for tomorrow, we are looking pretty solid for the most part. If you're on the western side of the Sandhills, mainly here in Richland County and Marlboro County, Anson looking dry as well. From Scotland and Moore County on over, you're definitely looking to see a slight chance of rain continuing throughout the afternoon tomorrow. But for the most part, rain should be out of here tomorrow, so we won't have to worry about it too much. After that, of course, we've been a little bit of a drought past couple of weeks here. We've had a couple of rainfalls here or there. Mainly eastern North Carolina is the drought area, so the rain is definitely much needed. But excessive rain can definitely lead to those flash floods, so just be mindful of that still tomorrow. Could see standing water on the road in areas you might expect to see water at, so just be mindful of that tomorrow. But Cumberland County, a high of 82, low of 68, as well as Hope County. Robeson County, a high of 82, low of 68 as well. Scotland County, a high of 83 and a low of 68, with Moore County at a high of 82 and a low of 66. Here in Richland County, a high of 83, low of 67. We have Marlboro County at a high of 84 and a low of 68, and Anson County at a high of 84 and a low of 57. Getting into the 7-day forecast, again, tomorrow is tonight and tomorrow morning. Really the last we're going to see of this rain for quite some time. Sunshine going on as far as we can see on the 7-day forecast right now. Thursday, a high of 83, low of 67, with Friday at a high of 81, low of 60. Saturday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 82 and a low of 63. And we're back to sunshine for the rest of next week. Sunday, high of 88, low of 58 rather. That is going to be a very cool day for the low. High 92, low of 65 for Monday, and Tuesday is going to see a low of 68. Wednesday, around that 7-day forecast, will be a high 91 and a low of 69. So yeah, lots of nice little weather. Not quite hot, but definitely warm enough to maybe be a little more comfortable out there for some folks. Me personally, I feel like 80, high 70s about my ideal set of temperatures year round. So I'm going to be enjoying this a little bit coming up, especially for this weekend. But yeah, so far we're looking pretty good. After tomorrow morning, we should expect to see a lot of this rain move out and a lot of sunshine moving forward. So that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richland County, you can always visit richlandobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richland County.